You're late. What's up, world? We are back. It's your boy KaaperGenius, and yes, we in Texas. And y'all might see me with I call it an old dog shirt, but y'all call it wife beater. But it was an old dog shirt before it was a wife beater. And today's episode, season 2, episode 2, we're gonna be talking about the scams and the cons that are in the movies. You know what I'm saying? Today's episode, we're going to be on some regulators, Warren G and Nate Dogg. They made up the group 213, so it's going to be about both of them. It wasn't a solo thing with somebody featuring somebody. This was the group 213. I think Snoop Dogg was in that group, but he ended up getting signed by himself as just Snoop Dogg, and then his little brother or his half-brother, step-brother, Warren G and Nate Dogg had to just bring in the 213. We're going to talk about that on the other side after previously on the Karaoke Oracle. I told y'all it was hot in Texas. You already know that. So yes, I'm going to have me a towel on here. I'm going to be on here sweating. I might even pull my fan out here and spray myself a couple of times. But that's just what it is, y'all. It ain't funny. It's hot. It ain't never too hot, though. Y'all think I'm late. I tell y'all that y'all late. But what I will say is, like in previous episodes, I told y'all, man, I do everything. I work around my kids' schedule. You know what I'm saying? If my kids need me, if my mama need me, then my mama need me. You know what I'm saying? This is my mama's birthday. You know what I'm saying? This is around that time. This is my mama's birthday. Happy birthday, mama. I love you to death. I love you for life. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I came here to make sure none of my people die too soon behind this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to get to it once I hit you with this. Come and get some soul food. Good old-fashioned soul food. All right. Everything is for free, as good as it can be. Come and get some soul food. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we are here, season 2, episode 2, Regulators, Warren G and Nate Dogg. Now, in previous episodes, previously on the Karaoke Oracle, I talked about Crisscross. They were a group. 2 Chris's came together, formed Crisscross. You know what I'm saying? I talked about the scam that was Crisscross, and that's when I found out that most artists are not writing their own music. You know what I'm saying? And that just gave me the okay to go ahead and write for other people. You know what I'm saying? I ended up doing some ghost writing myself. Me, as KaaperGenius, I did some ghost writing. Now, something else that I did that's okay as far as the scam that is in music. You know what I'm saying? I really want to talk about the characters that are around your life. You know what I'm saying? Most of that is a scam as well. Like some people are in your lives for certain reasons, but man, let me take a sip of this water. You know what I'm saying? It's hot. My water cold though. Yes. Now going back to the previous episode. Now, when I was in Atlanta, I went to meet up with Eric, and Eric wanted to hear what I wanted to hear as far as the beat. And I didn't understand it then, but as I was leaving, getting on the plane, I understood that it was brilliant. It's like, okay, what does the artist want to hear? What do you feel comfortable with? So from then on, it was like, okay, I gotta be prepared to write the songs, write the hooks, and make the beats. From then on, I was prepared to write the beats or write the songs and make the beats. That's just what I had to prepare for. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was just making the sounds for the producer and telling them what sound I wanted to hear. I want to hear some horns right here. I want to hear this. You know what I'm saying? I want it to sound like Frankie Beverly and Maze. You know what I'm saying? Happy Feelings. You know what I'm saying? I ended up going in the studio, putting together Frankie Beverly and Maze. I want this Happy Feelings, but I wanted to say, I'm going to be saying this on there. You know what I'm saying? And that's how Bitches Everywhere came out. You know what I'm saying? Yes, this is explicit content, and y'all just got to understand that, hey, I'm KaaperGenius, and yes, God said that it's okay. I don't have to be on here just Bible thumping and trying to give y'all God when y'all know God, and God know y'all. God know y'all. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what we hear. We here to, I'm trying to come and give y'all all of me, so y'all don't just say, oh man, he came out of nowhere and he got this money and he did this. When no, man, I've been on my hustle for this. I've been doing this. Like, I ain't just come here and say, oh man, the Karaoke Oracle gonna make me a lot of money. No, Mr. Marquise tutors me, gonna make me a lot of money. KaaperGenius gonna make me a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I ended up doing next, the next year when I introduce y'all to something else, somebody else, that's gonna make me a lot of money too. I just got a whole lot of stuff going on to where God told me to come and have some fun with it, but make sure I include him in whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna come on here and try to do it without him. Now, without further ado, I hope y'all understood exactly what I was talking about when I was, you know what I'm saying, on the crisscross is the scam that was, you know, the youngsters who didn't write their own music. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to come on here and let you know that, shit, I felt scammed through that. That wasn't the only way I was scammed, you know what I'm saying? I done been through a whole lot of other stuff and then been scammed multiple times, but it wasn't as bad as it would have been had I not paid attention to the scam as it was happening, and, you know, cut it off right there before I get too far, too deep into it to where it ain't no turning around for me. It's like shit, I'm caught red-handed with the cookies in my hand when somebody else, the one that dipped into that cookie jar, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm holding the cookies, that's the evidence, but somebody else back here was the one that came and brought me these damn cookies. You know what I'm saying? That's the scam. And right now, before we get into the song, the biggest scam in the music right now is what? AI. Artificial intelligence. It's not only writing the music, but it's singing the music in the voice of the artist and in the cadence that the artist would use. Like, I heard some Kanye, AI Kanye. I heard some AI Drake. I heard some AI Jay-Z. Like, man, if this is what the rap game, the music industry is coming to, it's like, I don't want nothing to do with that. I'm going to give y'all the 50 years of hip-hop, but it ain't going to be on no artificial nothing. Not even my next book. My next book is not going to be artificial intelligence writing this book for me. Like, you got some people that they'll lie and say, oh man, I write my books in 3 days. You be done wrote a whole book in 3 days, Mr. Man? Nah, man, I know that computer is doing some of that. Me, no, I sit down and I write every word and go back and rewrite every word. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. Now, I'm 10 minutes in, so without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce Regulators, Warren G and Nate Dogg, better known as 213. Regulators by Nate Dogg and Warren G. Long live Nate Dogg. Regulators. We'll regulate any stealing of his property. We damn good too. But you can't be any geek off the streets. You got to be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean. Earn your keep. Regulators, mount up. It was a clear black night. A clear white moon. Warren G was on the streets trying to consume some skirts for the eve so I can get some fun. Shooting them a ride, rolling all along. Just hit the east side of the LBC on a mission trying to find Mr. Warren G. See my car full of girls, ain't no need to tweak. All you skirts know what's up with 213. So I hooks a left on 21 and Lewis and brother shooting dice. So I said, let's do this. I jumped out the ride and said, what's up? Some brothers put some gas, so I said, see some girls peeping me. I'm gonna glide and swerve. These hookers looking so hard, they straight hit the curve. Only thing of better things and some horny tricks. I see my homie and some suckers all in this mix. I'm getting jacked. I'm breaking myself. I can't believe they taking Warren's wealth. They took my rings. They took my Rolex. I looked at the brother and say, damn, what's next? They got my homie hemmed up and they all around. They say, what this straight pound for pound. I best pull up my straps and lay them busters down. They got guns to my head. I think I'm going down. I can't believe it's happening in my own. If I had wings, I would fly. Let me contemplate. I glance in the cut and I see my homie 16 in the clip and one in the hole. Nate Dogg is about to make some bodies turn cold. Now they dropping and yelling. It's a tad bit late. Nate Dogg and Warren G had to regulate. I laid all them busters down, I let my gad explode. I'm switching my mind back into freak mode. If you want skirt, sit back and observe. I just left a gang of those over there on the curb. Now they got the freaks, and that's a known fact. Before I got jacked, I was on the same track. Back up, cause it's on Nate and me. The Warren to the G. Just like I thought, they were in the same spot, in need of some desperate help. But Nate Dogg and the G-Child were in need of something there. One of them dames was sexy as hell. I said, ooh, I like your size. She said, my car's broke down and just seemed real nice. Would you let me ride? I got a car full of girls and it's going real swell. The next stop is the East Side Motel. Boom. I'm tweaking into a whole new era. G-Funk, step to this, I dare ya. Funk on a whole new level. The rhythm is the bass and the bass is the treble. Chords, strings, we brings melody. G-Funk, well, rhythm is life and life is rhythm. If you know like I know, you don't want to step to this. It's the G-Funk era, funked out with a gangster twist. If you smoke like I smoke, then you're high like every day. And if your ass is a buster, 213 will regulate. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yes, sir. Now the reason I'm not gonna come on here and talk about regulating and killing nobody, because I ain't never killed nobody, and I'm gonna be the first one to come on here and tell you the truth. That yes, I'm a hip hop artist, but as far as killing and going to jail and dying, none of that is a rite of passage None of that is a rite of passage for a young black man, especially one who does music. Like I never wanted to be a rapper, but I knew I could rap. You know what I'm saying? You know, I didn't want to write books, but I knew I could write. You know what I'm saying? I'm more than just a poet. I'm more than an author. I'm more than a rapper. I'm more than a teacher, tutor, mentor. Like I'm more than a builder. You know, more than somebody that can just draw and paint. And I'm more than that. I'm much more, because I'm all of it in one. I'm all of it in one. Now, what I do want to talk about is going back to the scamming. It's going back to the scam. I'm going right back to the scamming. This season 2, episode 2 is about scammers as well. But the scammers are in your life, a part of your movie. Regulators was on the soundtrack of Above the Rim. And I used to play basketball, and that movie was kind of like the story of my life as one of the little youngsters that was on there. You know what I'm saying? Not Tupac and them when they was old. Nah, one of the little youngsters that used to just go to the park dribbling, and you see the old head that used to play. I ain't gonna call his name because, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of these old heads that used to be the best at all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? They graduated from high school, ended up going off to college and to the pros, and then they come back on drugs. They come back on the dope and can't cope, to the point where I wouldn't say that they washed up has-beens, because I still respect them to this day. It's just that, you know, we was expecting them to be the ones to come back and show us that you can make it. You can make it and be good for the rest of your life. Some of them people make it, and after about 5 years of making it, they right back working right alongside you in the warehouse, or out there cutting grass with you. You know what I'm saying? I can't say no names, but this is what's going on in the community. Like, I was one of those youngsters that when I was like 9-10 years old, my stepdad used to have me walk to the store, you know, like 10 o'clock at night. You know, it's dark 30. You know I ain't supposed to be out here, but it's 10:30 at night. You know all the hustlers is up on this corner at this car wash, and you're gonna send me to the store to get you some cigarettes. I'm 9-10 years old. I got to walk up here to this store to get you some cigarettes. You ain't even give me enough to give me a soda water. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I said soda water because it's carbonated water added with some soda added to it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever flavor soda you want. Soda water. Got that carbonated water in it. Not that I wanted a soda. It's just the point of me having to walk past all these dudes who selling drugs and stuff. Now, mind you, it's like 88, 89. So the gangs ain't bad, but the drugs is bad. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the dope came straight back to Como, Texas. When they left California, they came straight to Lake Como, Texas with the drugs. I ain't gonna even mention who that was. Y'all know who it was. But what I will say is there was this one cat who used to always be at the car wash. I'd come through there dribbling, dribble, you know, working on my handles. At 9-10, you know, my handles wasn't that good, but it was just good for him to see me. And he used to always tell me, hey man, keep that up. He'd throw me $1 or $2 just to buy me whatever I needed out of the store. Hey man, you keep that up, man. Stay in school, man. Don't be out here chilling with people like me 30 years from now. Don't be at this car wash 30 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Let's call him Killer. You know what I'm saying? Let's call him Killer. Now, Killer was a dark black chocolate. Black, dark. I'm talking about he was so dark, you know what I'm saying? But he was cool at the same time. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna call him Killer. But Killer used to wear contacts in his eyes. I want to say that they was like either green or blue contacts, but he was blue-black. and he drove like a yellow sports car. Yellow, I don't know if it was a Vet or a Camaro or whatever it was. It was brand new, whatever year that was, 89, 90, 88, something. You know what I'm saying? It was brand new. But yeah, Killer used to be on that corner at that car wash like every time I walked through there. I didn't always have a basketball with me walking through there, but I did always walk through there, and I would expect to see Killer every time I went past the car wash. You know what I'm saying? Make a long story short, me and my mom moved out of that house. She left my stepdaddy, and about a year or two after that, we ended up hearing that Killer was found at the bottom of one of these lakes. You know what I'm saying? He ended up dead himself. You know, it was like I was learning a valuable lesson just watching these people that were in and out of my life just that quick. You know what I'm saying? To get back to the movies, Above the Rim, you know what I'm saying? Tupac was in that movie, and Death Row was executive producing the soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? So yes, they got some people from the West Coast on there, got a couple of East Coast people, and they got Tupac to do a song on this Above the Rim. Tupac was in the movie, you know what I'm saying? Playing gangster in that movie just like in Juice. You know what I'm saying? And my main thing is, when I'm watching these movies, I never wanted to be whatever character Tupac was playing in the movies. You know what I'm saying? That was just too extreme for me. You know what I'm saying? Even way back then, I never wanted to be those characters. Even though I wear a wife beater every day. We call them O-Dog shirts before y'all start calling them wife beaters. But yes, I wear an O-Dog shirt every day. And I never wanted to be O-Dog. You know what I'm saying? Yes, back in the day, you could catch me in this O-Dog shirt, Dickies, house shoes, or, you know, Chuck Taylors, or the Cortez gangster Nikes. Like, no, but I never wanted to be a gangster, regardless of how it looked. It just looked cool to me. You know what I'm saying? It just looked cool to me. No word of a lie. Anybody ever, whoever you go back and ask, they'll tell you that, nah, Casper G never wanted to come and get down and get in this game. You know what I'm saying? Never. I never went to them saying, man, put me down. Put me down. I'm ready right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I already knew that this is one of the biggest downfalls of the community ever. Everybody is acting. Everybody is a part of your movie. Everybody is a part of your movie. Now, who these main characters are depends on who you allow to be main characters in your story. The story of your life. Your life is a movie. How do I know that? Because as I'm watching Boys in the Hood, I knew that I wanted to be Furious Styles, the daddy. I wanted to be Furious Styles Jr., Trey's daddy. I wanted to be the daddy if I couldn't be Trey. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be Trey. I didn't want to be Doughboy. Like if you look at my life now, it might look more like Ricky's. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't mind, because I would rather be Ricky in Boys in the Hood than be Doughboy, Lil Chris, or faggot ass Chauncey in that was Menace to Society. Yeah. So we get to Menace to Society, and I didn't want to be O-Dog. I didn't want to be Kane. I didn't want to be MC8. I'd rather be Sharif in the back seat on some positive black power. You better go somewhere with that black power shit. That shit gets no play in my ride. Yes, that was me. That was me, Sharif, in the back seat, trying to tell everybody, hey man, like I remember pulling up on a couple of females at the club with my homeboy. This is the last time I kicked it with my homeboy, man. R.I.P. Rubik's Cube. But he came to the Ave to get me. You know, I'm in the house studying my school work because I'm still in college, you know what I'm saying? Even though it was 2003. It was '03. So I wasn't in college. I wasn't in college then. It was '03. I was getting ready to get married is what it is. I was getting ready to get married. But he wanted to go out. He wanted to go out with me. You know what I'm saying? So he came through, picked me up. We get to the club. And he wanted to sit in the car. I was like, oh shit, damn, we ain't gonna go in? He was like, nah, man, we just gonna sit out here and chill. I just wanted to talk to you. I was like, okay, man, what's up? He blazed one, we smoking. A couple of females walk by. He called them to the car. They get in the car. I'm looking at him like, man, what are we doing? Like, man, you know I got a baby on the way. Like shit, my baby mama, like, not that I'm scared of my baby mama or nothing. I just know that my karma come back fast. But what I'm gonna say is, I ended up talking crazy to these girls because, like, hey man, what are y'all doing? Y'all just jump in the car with anybody just because they got some smoke? Like, man, we could have pulled off and had y'all in this motherfucker. I could have pulled a gun out and told you to shut up, sit down, and don't say nothing until we get where we going. Like, what are y'all doing just jumping in the car just because we smoking on something? You know what I'm saying? I can see if you was trying to... I can't see it at all is all I was thinking. Like, damn, I'm going to make sure my baby girl don't just be jumping in people's cars. She have her own damn car. You know what I'm saying? Just the smallest stuff used to just piss me off. Like before that, my kinfolk gave me a call. He was like, hey man, I got this dude up here. He asked us to kill him. Like what? Like what happened? Like run me through it. I'm thinking it's a setup the whole time. Like the dude I'm riding with, he fresh off parole. Well, he's still on parole, but they waiting to get him on any little thing. Like y'all know they waiting on this man to slip up. Cause he around here doing it bigger than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Even, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna get past that part. I'm gonna go straight to this dude trying to tell my young cousins to kill him. They only like 16, 17. So they walking through the neighborhood, see this white dude, and he comes stumbling up over there to them. He's super drunk, but he like, man, my wife, she took everything. Man, and I just want y'all to just kill me. I'll go to the ATM and get you however much money you need. And he never made his way to the ATM. So it's like, hold on, man, what is it that you want? You want us to kill you, but you don't want to go to this ATM to go get this bread. You know what I'm saying? Like make it make sense. That's how I knew it was a setup. We pull up to him and it's like, hey man, so what's up? You know, me and the homie, and I tell the homie, hey man, you already in trouble, you on parole, all that, man, let me get out. I get out and I'm talking to him and he trying to explain to me that he just want to die, and I'm telling him, hey man, let us walk you up here to this bridge and you just jump off the bridge. We don't even want your money, you know what I'm saying? He's like, no man, I want you to go ahead and it's okay, you can kill me. And I was like, nah, man, what the fuck am I going to tell the judge? And what am I going to tell my grandmama when I get back to the house that I had to kill this dude because he wanted me to kill him? And all he gave me was $2,200. And I split that between 6 people. You know what I'm saying? Like make it make sense, white boy. And by the end of the night, you know what I'm saying, he was looking like White Shadow was looking real suspicious, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know who White Shadow was? White Shadow was the officer that pulled me over like 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? He had me dead to rights, you know what I'm saying? He had me. But it's like I knew that y'all had been following me anyway. And he called himself White Shadow. Man, don't you know, just the other day I was watching the Boondocks and Huey was getting followed by this investigator, and the investigator called himself what? White shadow, man. That's how I know that these movies are just basically playing out our lives. It's trying to predict our lives, but it's playing out our lives. Because even if I would have never seen that episode or never remembered that, it's like, this is exactly what's going on. People been following us and the cameras are rolling. They can't wait for the ending. They got to keep having a season 1. We in season 2 because they ain't doing their job. Or somebody ain't doing their job. I'm still here. I'm still doing season 2. And ain't nothing gonna stop this. But what I will say is, this is the movie of your life. This is the movie of my life. How is it going and how is it gonna end for you? I know how it's gonna end for me. Because I'm telling too much of the truth. I'm telling too many truths in here. Like, no, I don't want to be Kane. I didn't want to be O-Dog. I wanted to be Sharif. You know what I'm saying? Poetic Justice. Oh, man. That was my movie. Juice. That was my movie. It's like, but I couldn't point to exactly who was who. You know what I'm saying? Juice, I was probably DJ Q. But by the end, I didn't want to be the dude with the juice like that. That shit don't make no sense. You got 4 homeboys or 3 homeboys dead, and you know what I'm saying? Y'all just did a robbery that only you gonna be responsible for now. You responsible for this robbery, murder, robbery, homicide. I have a delivery for robbery, homicide. Yes, man. Martin Lawrence movies, man. Eddie Murphy movies. I'm gonna end it like this. She's your queen to be, a queen to be forever. Dang. To quench your royal fire, completely free from infections, and for only your use and your direction, your queen to be. Yes, and yes. I mean, I also watch movies like E.T., AI, artificial intelligence. Like, man, I felt like I was E.T. I felt like this artificial intelligent kid. But AI is what's next for music, movies. Like, the people ain't even real no more. The people ain't real no more. You know what I'm saying? And they will still charge you with the murder of these fake people as well. You can look at somebody and tell they fake, and tell when they getting ready to become that zombie next year. You know what I'm saying? When they become World War Z, that's how they want. They wanted them to look like zombies and scare the living shit out of you. And that's the oracle, and that is the oracle for the week. That this is your movie, and it can only be as real as you make it. Man, don't let these people make you believe that you got to be some super tough, super hard, you know what I'm saying, some killer that you are not. Like, we were never meant to be killers. You wasn't born a killer. You wasn't born OG. You had to be made that way. Like, man, my first time seeing colors, I didn't want to be a police officer. I didn't want to be Pac-Man. I didn't want to be Hot Top. You know what I'm saying? Colors. I didn't want to gangbang because of colors. I didn't want to sacrifice my son to the gang just watching South Central. How, you know, OG Bobby Johnson, he was the OG of the set, and then his son come up in the set and in foster care. Like, nah, man, OG Bobby Johnson, boy, at the end, that shit made me cry. I'm like 16 years old, still crying in these movies. So, yes. And it's like, man, the last movie I seen was just a few days ago. I actually went and seen The Sound of Freedom. You know what I'm saying? And it touched me to the point where it's like, man, I know I got another movie or two in me to write, and I'm just gonna get on that. I'm finna get to it. I'm finna start writing this movie. I got several movies, you know what I'm saying? I'm just one of them people that I've always known that like it was never about being a rapper with me. Like people might know me as a rapper, they might know me as an actor from The Killer, they might know me from these TV shows, they might know Mr. Marquise working with the school and with the rec center and with the YMCA and with the children's shelter, and no matter where I'm going, I'm looking for the children that need the most help. Not because I want to take advantage of them and the help that they need. No, it's because, man, I just feel so empathetic towards everybody that I know that the children are the most vulnerable and the elders are the most vulnerable. So it's like the worst thing I've ever done to a child in my care is fall asleep on them before they fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? Like you won't find a child that said that Mr. Marquise touched them the wrong way, looked at them the wrong way, said anything inappropriate ever. You know what I'm saying? Got this one kid, I used to have to tell him, hey man, you can't say that. And he'll say, why? Is that inappropriate? I was like, yeah, man, that's inappropriate. You can't say that. You can't say that. That's inappropriate. Oh, well, I like inappropriate. Well, hey, you can't be inappropriate around me. You can't say nothing inappropriate around me. You can't do nothing to these other babies inappropriate around me, because once they are preyed on and get devoured by the evils in other people, they become the predators. Like this kid was just 6, 7 years old, preying on whoever he could catch by themselves. Like just inappropriate. But mentally he was not there. And the only thing they could do was give him meds at night to go to sleep. Give him meds in the morning. And that was it. Like, we just give these babies meds, knowing that, man, they need more than just this therapy. They need whoever did that to them dead. I appreciate y'all. That was season 2, episode 2, Regulators. But I wanted to talk about the movies and the real people in your life and the con that is surrounding your life, that is making your life a real life movie. Your life is a real life movie. You are the star. And you can rewrite the ending. Like I'm rewriting my ending. This is me rewriting my ending, because people gonna say, oh man, hey, people gonna show up at my funeral saying that I was crazy, that I didn't know. Mr. Marquise never did nothing to nobody, old, young, it don't matter. Never inappropriate, never took advantage of nobody, always gave. No, I wasn't perfect, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I lied when I was younger. I cheated when I was younger. I stole. Like, yes, I lied, cheated, and stole. But it's like, man, when you grow up and you realize that this ain't the way, and this ain't the only way, you start rewriting your movie. Man, write a better ending. Write a better ending. You're late.